Today I want to talk about a teaching I read, well, not teaching, but a quote by Eckhart Tolle, this awesome spiritual teacher. It's one of my favorites. Sorry, I'm getting tired. A long day at work. He said, there's always a situation, and then there's your thoughts about the situation. The situation is always neutral. So whenever you're in a stress-provoking situation, see where the stress is coming from. Is it really from the situation, or is it from your thoughts about the situation? Now, everything is always as it is, but we come up with these bazillion perceptions that we are constantly putting on things. The event can always just exist by itself. Event doesn't need thought to be there. It's only when we take things personally that we get stressed or upset, when instead we could just see it as an event in time that passes. Now I'm going to give you an example of this. Today, I work at a call center, and I had a person that I called that was really angry and did not want to talk to me. And at first I got really upset by it. I'll say what happened. He rushed me. He's like, I don't have time for this. You have 60 seconds. And I was like, okay. So he's like, okay, now you just wasted 5. Go. I was like, Jesus. Like, I'm thinking to myself, geez, like, what a miserable douchebag. And I reacted to it. And then I thought to myself later, like, okay, I can let this ruin the rest of my day, or I can just see it as an event that happened. A guy was angry. He probably didn't want to talk. Why take it personally? Why add more to the situation than is what already there? You know, you'll find that Eckhart Tolle had this thing he wrote in a book about birds. Like, when they're angry, in that moment they experience anger, and then they flap their wings and they let it go. And that's kind of what I did with this, okay? Like, there was this angry guy on the phone. Once he hung up, I hung up. And I didn't let that go on through the day. I stopped it where it was. And you realize, like, your mind will try to perpetuate things and dramatize. I don't even know if that's a word or I said it right. But it'll try and make drama out of things when it could just be left alone with what it is. And I think it's just so important. Like, it's such a good piece of advice that the situation is always neutral. It's just your interpretations that you add that make it like a shitty experience. So try not adding your experience. Try not adding your interpretation to what happens, and see how life works for you instead of against you. That's all the advice I had today. But just try and remember that the situation is always just as it is. It's just your thoughts that contribute, or that make things worse than they actually are, because nothing is really bad or good. So that was my lesson in life today. You know, you can either take things personally, or you can just let things roll off, like how ducks flap their wings, and just let things go. And you'll see nothing can stick to you if you follow that piece of logic. So there you go. That's advice today. Again, there's always a situation, and there's your thoughts about the situation. The situation is always neutral. I will talk to you soon. Peace.